Good morning and welcome to 101010 at Poets House, the poetry library in downtown New York City. Poets House is the place for poetry, poets, and all things verse. I'm Dave Johnson, poet and playwright, and your host of 101010, where we invite you at 10 a.m. on weekdays for 10 minutes to write a new poem. And in 10 days, you'll have 10 new poems. This morning on 101010 times 2 here at Poets House, we are looking at the poems of Lucille Clifton. She is an incredible poet who has written many, many poems, and they are amazing works to read. Wild Blessings is one of the books we're looking at today. Mercy, one called Good Times, Good News About the Earth, and of course one of my very favorites called Blessing the Boats, right? Really, really beautiful. We're going to read a poem that's a lot of fun this morning called Homage to My Hips. Homage to My Hips. So this poem is an homage, right? Homage to my hips. These hips are big hips. They need space to move around in. They don't fit into little petty places. These hips are free hips. They don't like to be held back. These hips have never been enslaved. They go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. These hips are mighty hips. These hips are magic hips. I have known them to put a spell on a man and spin him like a top. Lucille Clifton, Homage to My Hips. Right? It's a beautiful poem, a lot of fun, right? Homage to my hips. And an homage is like a praise, right? It's a praise to something, and in this case, to her hips, right? She says, these hips are big hips, right? They need space to move around in. They don't fit into little petty places. These hips are free hips. They don't like to be held back. These hips have never been enslaved. They go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. These hips are mighty hips. These hips are magic hips. I have known them to put a spell on a man and spin him like a top. Fantastic closing. I love this, right? What I'm going to ask you to do is to write your very own homage poem this morning. It could be an homage to anything, right? It could be a homage to something that you really love about yourself, or it could be something that you love about something else in the world, right? You could really expand it to anything you want. But I want you to think about the way Lucille did this, how she really sort of embraced herself in this poem and embraced, the very essence of who she is in this poem. Homage. Let's see what you come up with. I'm going to try mine, and we'll see what you do too. This morning we looked at Homage to My Hips by Lucille Clifton. And homage is something in honor and praise of, right? She's praising her hips here. I think I'm going to write an homage to my laugh, okay? Homage to my laugh. I mean, sometimes it's kind of crazy, right? So we'll just try that. We'll see what it comes up with. I've never done this one before. This is really interesting. Homage to my laugh. Right? Homage to my laugh, right? This laugh is deep as a pit bull woken from sleep. I've got a little rhyme here. Who knew? Who knew? Here we go, right? Homage to my laugh. This laugh is deep as a pit bull woken from sleep, dreaming of happiness. This laugh is loud as his father. Shout, as loud as his father's shout, as sly as his mother's wink. This laugh is dangerous, especially after a drink. There you go. Yeah, a little rhyme I got in there. Little rhyme I got in there too, right? You proud of me today? Here we go. Homage to my laugh. This laugh is deep as a pit bull woken from sleep, dreaming of happiness. This laugh is loud as his father's shout, as sly as his mother's wink. This laugh is dangerous, especially after a drink. Homage to my laugh. That's my poem. Let's see what you come up with. And when you get it, share it with us at the address on the screen. There's so many incredible books by Lucille Clifton here at the Poets House Library. And I wanted to share one more poem with you. You know, her poems really teach us. They are so sort of self-explanatory in a way. They give us something. I feel like every time I read one that I have learned something new. And this one, especially coming from her book called Blessing the Boats. Blessing the Boats. And it's entitled Wishes for Sons. And as a son, it hits home. Wishes for sons. I wish them cramps. I wish them a strange town with the last tampon. I wish them no 7-Eleven. I wish them 1 week early and wearing a white skirt. I wish them 1 week late. Later, I wish them hot flashes and clots like you wouldn't believe. Let the flashes come when they meet someone special. Let the clots come when they want to. Let them think they have accepted arrogance in the universe, then bring them to the gynecologist, not unlike themselves. Wishes for Sons, Lucille Clifton from Blessing the Boats, always teaching us. Join us next time, right here, 10-10-10 times 2 at Poets House. If you've enjoyed these programs, please consider giving a contribution to Poets House. For more than 30 years, they've kept the door wide open to everyone for the joy of poetry. Recently, they have temporarily had to shut the door and are reeling from the financial implications. Please give, even a small donation if you can. Thank you. Okay, I'm just go. Are we ready? Okay.